Last week, Lee made a 3-point prediction on Monday the 10th. So we'll see if that's correct. We'll do a prediction for this week. And also, we're going to talk about something new, Ghost Light. Hello, everybody. As always, we make our weekly predictions, and last week Lee made a 3-point prediction, not just where the price was going to go, but 3 points it was going to go to. What were you thinking, man?
Well, that's what the product told me, and I felt really strong about it, and I felt good about making that prediction at that time. So that's what I did, is I gave a 3-point prediction.
All right, let's see if you're right. So what we've got here, is that your exact wording from last week?
Yep. So that's my exact wording that we said. And graphically, you can see what that represents. What actually happened is I thought it would go up from this cross, which is where we made the prediction in time. I thought it would go up, possibly get turned around about 1.101, and then come down to this magic line, which is 1.094, and possibly as low as 1.084. As you can see, the price did exactly what we said it would do. That is a 3-point prediction, and I think that is pretty good. What do you think?
I think that's absolutely amazing. And how can you not? I mean, wow. But so what about this week?
I want to talk about two things. I want to show how the MKT Ghost long waves actually work in reality. And that's going to help us understand what I'm about to say for euro, US dollar, which is the normal pair, but the most important one. So this is an example of how long waves tend to work. You're at this particular point down here on the left-hand side of the screen. You can see that we get this set of shapes made. The spikes on one side are quite different from the others. And that tells us which direction long-term trading is going to go. But it's not without these big pullbacks. So what we know is the general trend is going to go up. Here we can see the price is going to go to 172. That actually happens sometimes later. But in the meantime, whilst you're getting these spikes, you do get some very heavy pullbacks. And that's important for euro US dollar today. What that helps us understand is which way we are, which way we're expecting to go from a long-term perspective. However, what we really need to know is when this pullback, which is going on right now, is going to stop. Is it going to stop down at 105.8, which is really low, or is it going to turn around in the next few days at 107 and carry on going back up based off of the long wave? And that's our prediction.
We didn't initially think it was going to drop down at that point, did we?
No, we didn't think it was going to get quite as low as it has. This little last drop we've had here, I'm going to zoom in so you can see what the prediction is for tomorrow, which is a Friday. Not always the best day to forecast because of closing positions. The prediction is it should come down and not go below this level here, which is 107.375, and really goes back up towards this red zone up here. It shouldn't get too far away from it. But, come Monday, it might carry on going down again before it gets up. The reality is, it's difficult to say right at this moment because this move was quite unexpected.
So as a trader, as like our trader, what is our trader doing right now?
Well, our trader's net long on euro at the moment.
And that's a contrary thing to what most people would want to do in this situation, right? Sort of scary.
Yeah, it is a little. There's a lot of short interest in the market, which I have mentioned before. If you follow my Twitter comments, a lot of short interest in the market. It is a contrary. And we're going to have to assess that position for the next 24, 48 hours because it's kind of really important because there could be a complete collapse, of course. The markets can do anything. So we just got to be cautious, but we are net long.
Hey, well, that's if you only had a volatility tool, a tool to warn you of negative events, they might come in handy right now, which we have. And by the way, remember, Lee just said about Twitter. Go visit him on Twitter. Go MKTRedline on Twitter. You can talk to Lee, ask him some questions.
We have looked in conjunction with the other tools, the MKT Risk Index, MKTRedline, and that's how we're coming to these views. It's not just in isolation.
So now we're going to take a look at Ghost Light. We were just looking in the prediction at the full version of Ghost. The idea is to develop something that's a little more accessible, a little more easy to read, a little more streamlined, that we can actually get available a little sooner because it takes a long time to do product development. So we hope you like this. We're going to give you a quick preview.
And this is Euro US dollar. The tooling is literally just a very simplified version of the best types of forecast that we think the users would need to be able to take advantage in the same way as we do. So what we've done is we've chosen to use AI components of the predictions so that they don't have to think too hard about it. They don't have to understand it, recognize the shapes. It's all done for them with the AI that we've built. It's taken us nearly 3 years to build and get it right. We're very excited to bring it to the users, and hopefully it's going to really help. You've got two sets of AI. You've got one, which is the arrows. Each arrow is looking 8 hours ahead. If it thinks it's going to go in a direction, it will say so. And the blue line is effectively a reconstituted holographic prediction. So they're getting the very best AI predictions that we can do, albeit some of it's based off of the best times of the day to be doing that.
So you're taking all the best possible case scenarios and putting them into it. That makes sense. Looking at this, and it's the best prediction for Euro US dollar. Are you able to look at other currency pairs with this?
Oh, yeah. All you do is go up here to this menu and you pick any one of the 25 that we forecast.
And that will show you the best possible prediction for that pair at that time.
Yes, there you go.
Very nice. All right, so that's Ghost Light. We do have the MT4 version of Ghost, which is the more complex version, less streamlined, of course, and that will be available at some point. Right now, we're getting Ghost Light out the door, baby steps and all that. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for checking back on that prediction from last week. Fantastic job, Lee. 3-point prediction, nailed it. We've got the prediction coming up for next week, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that. And thank you very much for watching, and we will see you next week.